Our new synths are so lifelike, I keep mistaking them for real people.
Best part of my day is coming.
Louis Jordan, folks. Gotta love him.
Home to my girls.
There are some recent rumblings from Good Neighbor, and I do mean that as something of a pun. Self-proclaimed legitimate businesswoman Bobby No-Nose has something of a reputation around the Commonwealth. That reputation may have contributed to recent talk of a less than legitimate endeavor of hers, except there's a bit of a twist.
Oh, Bunker!
Bobby has very conspicuously disappeared. Word is, there's no trace of her in Good Neighbor. It's unclear at this time whether she actually pulled off the job she was rumored to have been plotting. Or, if some have suggested, she crossed the wrong people and won't be seen anywhere again. Ever. If you get my meaning. Now here's Way Back Home by Bob Crosby.
I so wanted to visit. Do they have... It looks quite defensible.
I've been waiting for you.
Sorry to have held you up.
Try and keep up from here out. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is The situation appears to have escalated. We move in. Secure the...
Yeah, we've got this.
Remember, the synths are the primary objective. Harm must be avoided at all costs. The mission's parameters just changed. We're going shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
Only opens with a key.
What just happened? I can't
Terminating any hostile life form. Hostile sensor reading detected. Stealth capabilities. Fascinating.
And that was her heart. The Minutemen are making waves in the Commonwealth, folks. And that's good news for all of them. Back here. The latest word is that they've retaken Cassie. Back in the day. From everything I've heard, it was no small feat to get them back under their control. There's some real monsters out there. Now that they've set up shop, I've told the big man to be an effective way to get help. Now here's worry. By the sun.
Sensor critically damaged. Assessment, you. Be warned. These
What's that noise? Need to relax. Thought I... Nah. Huh? Who's there? He vanished. Bunker Hill is ours! That's Commonwealth justice.
Look out! Let's do this! You're dead! Incoming!
No sudden moves.
Please, no!
Y915, initiate reset. Authorization code Beta 77 Tempest.
Think the Commonwealth boys gonna give up that easy?
I believe the enemy is gone.
All right, Synth.
Please!
C322, initiate reset. Authorization code Gamma 49 Typhoon.
Lost them.
I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
F633, initiate reset.
It's over.
You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just...
B257, initiate reset. Authorization code Theta 93 Stratus.
That's all of them. Objective complete. Return to the town. Make sure all hostiles have been eliminated. I will relay the synths back to the Institute. Report to Father upon your return, and... good work.
That was Roy Brown with Butcher Pete. Now, folks, I'm sure you've all seen or heard about the latest issue of Public Occurrences. Some bold claims by our intrepid reporter. Since possibly living among us, undetected? Very serious implications. Wouldn't you agree? The mayor's office has, of course, issued a statement denying the validity of the article, saying all is well behind the scenes.
When the lights go down
The
and the
mayor
stars
himself
come out,
insists
man
that
just
fears
forgets about
raised
all
in
his
the
troubles.
article
You know, I love my work,
unfounded.
but I love being a father even
Good to
more.
know, I guess. But between you and me, listeners, I'm gonna keep my eyes open just to be on the safe side.
Our technology must seem
Well,
pretty
never a
advanced by
dull
your
moment
standards.
here at Diamond City Radio. If there's someone special in your life, then this next song is for you. If there isn't, feel free to take this opportunity to resent the happy couples around you. Here's One More Tomorrow.
Hello?
Gonna splatter your brains!
We may not. Dispatched.
Look at your death!
Later, I will review these logs for relevant data. You should wash your hands after that. It can be unsanitary to handle the deceased.
operating at full capacity. Reporting status. All functions normal.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Yes.
Nothing to report, ma'am. All systems nominal.
Greetings, ma'am.
Humanity has fallen so since the bombs.
Scanning. Subject identified.
have been hit.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps. But at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Folks out there listening to Diamond City Radio have always enjoyed the radio plays, right?
But
The ones about the
why refreeze me?
As a failsafe, of course.
We've had them in
I was the
rotation
perfect
for a
candidate.
while now, and they're a
An
fun little
infant with
adventure.
uncorrect. Well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source,
That's right.
it only made sense that my
Commonwealth
parents should
now
fill that
has
role.
its very own
I'll admit,
superhero in the form
when I had you released from vault, to not only do so,
or at least
but manage to
someone
Sure.
be
dressed up like
extraordinary.
Crime and Good Neighbor has a new enemy.
So it was you.
Why would someone
You
not
let me out?
Yes.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Certainly it was no
Probably
longer
better.
necessary to keep you suspended.
Good Neighbor
An
resident
experiment
Ken Connolly
of sorts.
swears that he was
Would the
actually
Commonwealth
rescued by
corrupt
this
you?
Tommy gun-toting hero.
As it has everything.
So I
Perhaps
guess
most
if you're out
curious to
there
me,
and thinking about
would
breaking the
you,
law, you might want to
after all
consider
this
steering
time,
clear of Good Neighbor,
attempt to find me.
or else the shroud might come
And
out.
now I know the answer.
Another one from the ink spots. Here's maybe.
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. There are greater things to come after your success at Bunker Hill. The synths have been safely returned and will be repurposed. Thank you for your work. I hope you weren't at too much risk.
What do you mean, the synths will be repurposed?
Modifications will be made to correct the defects in their programming, and they'll be assigned to new duties within the Institute. Not the first or last time it will happen. The railroad remains an annoyance, of course. But they'll be... And you, well, you've passed. Please, take this.
Sure.
It's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is... I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
What's worth bringing that rogue synth?
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Sean?
Let's get this Directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's... well, it's important. Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is she doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure, with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but, sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, I mean, given all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
What's Phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and...
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival.
I'm not sure what that means.
You'll see in time. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir?
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I am not overly fond of putting my own mother in harm's way, she has proven more than capable of handling herself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
No!
Please,
Can't be serious!
Everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
You're dying?
I'm afraid so. A very aggressive form of cancer. Believe me when I say we've done everything we can. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my mother as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
How can you possibly justify this? She isn't one of us. She isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
X688 sounded very impressed with your work at Libertalia. He doesn't give praise lightly.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Mother. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
What would it mean to be in charge?
Most divisions of the Institute are fairly autonomous, perfectly capable of functioning without intervention. Where those divisions interact, however, problems can arise. You'd lead the Directorate in setting policy, resolving disputes, and the like. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing. I hope you realize how important mass fusion is to our overall goal.
All systems nominal.
Remember, health and happiness go hand in hand. Greetings, ma'am.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
With our third-generation synths, we've improved upon humanity.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
What the hell is this operation about?
Hey, relax. We wouldn't send... Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Consider it done.
I'll consider it done when I've got it in my hands. I'm going with you.
Is that really necessary? I'm sure...
Yes, it really is. Not only is this tech sensitive, it's old. Look, I'll take care of it. You just make sure I come back in one piece.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above... But here we are, with our... Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll...
Right.
Good evening.
death claw without backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
Knife.
Proctor Ingram, the Institute wants me to get something called a beryllium agitator from the ruins of mass fusion.
A beryllium agitator? I seem to remember reading an old tech. It must be pretty darn important. You know, that's if you don't mind a little company.
I would welcome Madame Ingram's company. Sing.
No way. You're staying here.
Hey, I might be walking around with
Fair enough. It would be helpful.
I knew you'd see it my way. Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. But don't... This could be our best chance at beating...
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia are quite a handful. I'd gladly lay down my life if it keeps humanity from repeating the apocalypse.
I'm proud to be serving under Elder Maxim. I had enough.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
I wasn't worried. After all,
I have confidence in everything I built, too. Speaking of technology, I'm dying to find out what's on it.
hopefully it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best.
Sure.
Before we jump to conclude, I'm sure the Institute has all... After that, we'll have to see what we've got. In the meantime, your mission to recruit Dr. Lee still... Good luck, Knight.
When it comes to keeping the Gridwood running.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the...
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrived, she's been under the Institute's influence. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has... Once again, Knight.
Night Captain Cade take a look at that injury.
Put 2 in the head and they'll stay dead. Advice to live by.
So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much is Mac?
Why all the secrecy?
We're pouring every resource we have. For now, the fewer... Come on. It's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Pridwin might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Fortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help. We doing this or what?
No problem. I'm sure this only looks...
Huh. I wish I had your confidence. Because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's gonna take... The first problem is his CPU.
There's gotta be a way to...
I do all the maintenance. As much as I... Luckily, you were able to... She was on the original build. I've already spoken to her, but... If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power...
By Elder Maxon's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated or collected.
You are the new Knight.
Attention! Ferrum Squad, report to debriefing. Ferrum Squad to the debriefing.
Soldier, I don't know about
describe her. I think she loves her little zoo a bit too much.
If needed, there's shelter and supplies.
Dr. Lee.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Because we care what happened.
Many lives are at...
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from you, it sounds like you actually mean it. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online.
I simply must share. I have news.
I can think of better things to get excited about.
Oh, that's so... No, I will not let you derail me. I begged to become a synth for a reason. For science. To be able to make real progress in studying the medical arts. I have had a breakthrough. Using a new strain of mutfruit, I have discovered a way to greatly improve the restorative properties of stimpaks. I realize this is not earth-shaking, but it means that inspiration does exist.
I know it wasn't easy, but you did it.
I find my head full of notions. Experiments. Many will fail, but maybe I will make more discoveries. And you have given me this capacity. And beyond that, so much more. The world is full of life, possibilities. You are very dear to me. My close friend, and I hope I can return the many favors you have given me.
What we have between us is deeper than friendship.
My very first thought in all this excitement was I must tell you. It wouldn't feel real until I shared it with you. You know, you mean very much. Oh, I am so terrible at this.
It's okay. You mean a lot to me, too.
I dared not hope. When we're apart, I guess and second guess. I should be only thinking about this achievement. Instead, my thoughts, they linger on you.
I love you, Curie.
And I love you. The world seems so very bright, and I cannot wait to see what becomes of this.
With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll never fall. If you have a moment.
Hey.
Do you... What shall we talk about?
I wanted to make sure things were...
I think we are too good. Can you hear? My heart may burst.
I wanted to make sure things were...
We are... I love you. Sorry. It is so hard to keep my feelings contained.
That's all for now.
As you say.
Do you want to have that talk now?
Of course. What's on your mind?
Thank you. This isn't a formal meeting. I simply want to clear the air. I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot when we first met, and I feel like I owe you an apology. Expecting you to embrace the standards of the Brotherhood without having a history with us was unfair. And given that you've adjusted so well to our beliefs, I don't think I needed to push so hard.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Well, you deserve it. When I was an initiate, my sponsor was Paladin Krieg, toughest squad leader I ever. He was a model soldier, embodying the values every trainee was striving to achieve. From the moment I was assigned to his squad, I was singled out. It felt like he was pushing me. I fought by his side for years, and we had some seriously close calls. But he never explained...
It sounds like he was trying to motivate you.
If he was. After I was promoted to Paladin, and I'd moved on to my own squad, I received word that Krieg was killed at Adams Air Force Base. The news was like being kicked in the stomach. I mean, I'd lost some of my brothers and sisters before, but it's taken me a long time to realize it. But the reason Krieg was so tough on me is the same. It's because I believe in you. And I don't want to see any of your potential go to waste.
I'm flattered that you have so much faith in me.
You've earned that faith by your own hand. Well, I trust you'll keep this in confidence, of course. Some of that information was of a personal...
Nothing to report right now, Mac.
Synths are the worst. They hide in plain sight. Don't let Maxon's age fool you. He's a brilliant tactician and an experienced soldier. Is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal. The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out. Reconnoiter of the Institute complete, we finally have first-hand knowledge about their facility.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from ferrets.
Proctor Ingram.
Wow, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Yeah. Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues. Besides, Doc, we're working with one of Prime's original. In fact, since things are going so well...
Right. Sure. Anything you need.
That's what I love about you. You're ready to leap into action, and I bet you... The actuators are what allows...
Sure.
Prime's new limbs are way too... We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnet. What we need you to do is build the...
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one, we've already sent out a few teams to find the rest.
Once you start building the... Good luck.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
You are authorized to access my stock of supplies.
Security's too good.
Have you seen J522 around? He didn't show up for duty today, and I can't seem to find him.
Did you check robotics? He was probably scheduled for routine.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Welcome to the Institute. Please step right this way.
Synth Unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal, and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, Unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties.
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
Higgs and Loken have officially lost their minds. They'll be lucky not to be exiled. Holding our food supply hostage? Higgs and Loken are delusional if they think that's going to work. Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
I'm looking forward to the next mission.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
Hi.
Ready for the next mission, ma'am?
Let's move out.
Right behind you, ma'am.
I knew Dr. Higgs was dissatisfied, but I didn't...
Reporting status. All functions normal.
So father came from a place like this. Fascinating.
Is that your Pip-Boy?
Yes?
Watch yourself.
I heard that kid who got bit is gonna be all right.
We got a barber here if you need it. I'm not saying you do.
Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that hanging over my head. Not for a million years.
Hope that Pip-Boy belongs to you.
Katie Finn is the teacher here in 81. You should stop by her class. She's big on learning from outsiders.
I couldn't say. Whatever their reasoning, I think we can all
Lot of light.
Nothing's more satisfying than a smoking gun and a pocket full of caps.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
I see how you're looking at me. Not saying I don't like it. Just
Let me
thought I'd
know if
clear
there's
the
anything
air.
I can do to lighten the load. Or, you know, if you need anything proofread.
Most folks that run with me don't live out the day. Rest.
You'd better keep your mouth shut about this place. Can't trust anyone.
Anything
What's
I can
so
do?
important?
You just say the word.
My old man taught me that duct tape could fix anything. I don't think he was talking about bullet holes.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
You're speaking. I'm listening.
If someone needs help, we help them. If someone needs hurt, we hurt him. It's not hard.
We keep the vault safe.
Your
That's right, folks. The Commonwealth now has very
Katie
own
Finn is a teacher here in
superhero
81.
the form
You should stop by her
of
class.
the
She's big on learning from outsiders.
Or at least, someone dressing up like him. Crime in Good Neighbor has a new enemy, it seems. Why would someone don that costume? Your guess is as good as mine. Probably better, in fact. Good Neighbor resident Kent Connolly swears that he was actually rescued by this Tommy gun-toting hero. So I guess if you're out there and thinking about
Whitaker
breaking
thinks the work will
law,
start easing up now.
you might want to consider steering clear of Good Neighbor. Or else the Shroud might come after you. Feeling a little uncivilized?
Do you need
That's
something,
not such a
madame?
bad thing, according to
I'd
me.
like to travel together.
Then let us get underway.
Back again? We'll be watching you.
Austin sure recovered fast. Thanks to you.
We got a barber here if you need it. Not saying we do.
General?
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
It's damn selfish. That's what it is.
What's going on?
Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken have decided to protest your appointment. They've taken control of the bioscience security.
I'm sure they'll calm down.
I know these men, and
Maybe I can reason with them.
I believe I can help with that. I can unlock the maintenance tunnel that leads to the bioscience observation room. From there, you should be able to communicate. If you can't reason with them, you can use this holotape to access the command functions on the observation room terminal. That should give you some options. Just please. Here we are. Just give me a moment. There, it's unlocked.
Attacking human.
Aha! I thought I heard something. Made it past the guards, Impressive.
Lawrence.
If you've come to change our minds, then you're wasting your time.
I know you're angry, but there's a better way to handle this.
Oh, you're wrong. You see, I've tried to. Let's see if anyone can.
Father believes in me. The least you can do is give me a chance.
How could you hope to lead us when you hardly know anything about what we do? I'm sure you mean well.
I'm under no illusion that this will be easy.
Your determination is admirable. The truth is simply this. You have no idea what it means.
Can't you at least give me a chance?
A chance? What do you think, Max?
Even the most fastidious researcher
Must sometimes take a leap of faith. I say let's give it a try.
Very well, then. Open the door, and let's return to the fold.
Since, abort command override and resume normal functions.
Can't pick this.
Ray Smith, everyone.
Bravo! I admit, I was fearing for the work.
I'm just glad they listened to reason.
Indeed. There is one further matter to discuss. Obviously, some kind of discipline.
So I'm happy to be able to deliver a little.
Put them on probation. Limit their access to quarters and non-working areas.
That's more than fair. I'll see to it that everyone's notified. I'll take that holotape back. I also wanted to offer you something as a more personal expression of gratitude. I know that your work often takes you to the surface, where I gathered these items together for you. I think you'll find them useful.
And in one piece. And if there's any more good news to share, you'll hear it first here on Diamond City Radio. Up next, Frankie Carl and Marjorie Hughes share their hope for one more tomorrow.
From what I hear, that rogue scent at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
Dr. Fillmore.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this op-
Sure. Absolutely.
All right. Let's go over the details. Recent events. We're going to have to cut. You're going to the mass.
Consider it done.
I'll consider it done.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back. But here we are. Not to put more pressure. We don't want them getting. Head on up to the relay.
My compliments on getting B592 back to us so quick.
Good to see you.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Rushed work is sloppy at best, and deadly at worst.
Have you noticed the recent increase in security? I wonder what's going on.
Something about disappearing synths, I think.
Disappearing? Must be something to do with the salvage teams.
I believe so, yeah. Apparently the SRB can't figure it out. Dr. Ao's been on a tear lately trying to get to the bottom of it.
What do you think?
It's gotta be someone on the inside. And when Ao finds out who, there'll be...
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
The commissary is always open. Would you like some processed sustenance packets?
Hope you enjoyed that one. Warren Smith with Uranium Rock. Here's a strange state of affairs for you folks. Some or all of you may have heard of that old Parsons Asylum to the northeast. You may also have known to stay away from it. I guess no one told a group of raiders about that because word is they attacked it recently. You'd think that might mean the place is overflowing with raiders right now. But you'd be wrong. It's empty. Abandoned. Now, you could assume they got what they wanted and bolted. But given how creepy that place was, you can't help but wonder if something else happened.
we may never know for sure.
The Institute and their technological abominations.
That's okay with me.
One of the greatest singers of all time, I think. Here's Ella Fitzgerald.
Attention all personnel. I'm disappointed I need to address this, but unsanctioned social contact with Commonwealth natives is strictly prohibited. Anyone who is engaged in such fraternization should report to Night Captain Cade for immediate decontamination. That is all.
There are days I miss being out in the field, usually during lunches.
Give me a laser rifle. Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
Ready.
Roger that.
Oh, it is Monsieur Dan's. One day soon we must talk of the technological marvels of the Brotherhood.
Sharing technological information isn't permitted. However, if you wish to donate yourself for study...
Do you need something, madame?
Never mind.
As you wish.
Call me old-fashioned, but there's nothing better than being boots on the ground.
Once we decrypt that intel you recovered from the Institute, we'll know a lot more about them.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Chews through ferrules like paper.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility. But we'll get the job done.
There. That should hold.
Thank you, sister.
You know, we wouldn't have to worry about them getting out if they weren't on the ship.
Your concerns are noted, Scribe. Give Proctor Ingram my thanks for letting me borrow you. Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't touch anything. I refuse to be held responsible if you're injured.
Quite a collection you've got.
Well, thank you. Most people don't appreciate the important work that I'm trying to do here. I'm on the cusp of discovering how these creatures' bodies have adapted to the radiation that... If I can crack the code, I can equip our troops with a protective compound far superior.
That's amazing.
Well, it's only a theory so far. However, after several generations, I believe I've discovered how I... Instead of decades...
I'm sold. If you're looking for someone to...
I appreciate the offer. The specimens I've already captured can only produce so much blood, and what I need are more samples.
No problem. I'd be glad.
I appreciate your...
Sure.
I've modified your Pip-Boy to scan the corpse of any freshly killed creature that has the proper... All you have to do is pick up any... Hey, I really appreciate you doing this for me.
Uh-huh.
Ad Victoriam, sister.
Never forget, you are the eyes and the ears of the Brotherhood. If you see or hear anything suspicious, it is your duty to report it immediately. We live in enemy territory now.
Man, you haven't lived until you've tipped a Brahmin with a vertibird. Now that's a challenge.
Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator?
Sweet.
Outstanding. Let's open it up.
Attention all Brotherhood soldiers. If you have not yet received your Squire mentorship assignment, please come see me on the bridge. Repeat, if you have not received your mentorship assignment, please report to the bridge. That is all.
That was 5 stars. Hey folks, time for some news. Though, actually, this time it's more addressing some rumors than anything else. I'm sure many of you have heard tales of the Railroad, a group working to free synths who are trying to escape the Institute. While it's impossible to say for sure, they may actually be out there. If so, it makes sense that they're keeping a low profile. It's a dangerous idea and is met by some very mixed reactions around the Commonwealth. I guess if you are out there, good luck not getting caught.
Here's Billie Holiday bringing us Easy Living. It's a good title. I just may steal that from my autobiography.
would need the key.
You need the Commonwealth.
Balanet Alpha at 93%. Compensating.
Pinging remote units at 30-second intervals.
Hold up,
as
Knight.
requested.
Knight.
Looks dead. Put one more in his head for good measure. Why take the chance?
Watch your step. Places like this to conduct unethical experiments on human beings. Just thinking about it makes me sick.
You're getting to be a regular around here.
Do you need something, madame?
I'd like to travel together some more.
Then let us get underway.
seeds. I need more seeds.
Hey, may I be of assistance?
Dr. Pensky runs a hydroponics lab here. She may have some work to do.
Power armor and homemade one.
What's on your mind, soldier?
Another day with you.
That's a great one, isn't it? Orange Colored Sky by Nat King Cole.
Specimens seem agitated today.
We are honored to welcome you.
Wonder if it's a reaction
Nice
to
work
bringing that rogue synth back.
Now,
What
folks,
are you
I'm
talking
sure you've
about?
all
They're
seen
acting
or
the same
heard
as they do
about
every
the biggest
day.
issue
They
of
may
public
look docile,
occurrences.
but I assure you,
Some
that
bold
is
claims
not
by our
the case.
intrepid reporter.
You can tell by their posture.
Since
They look
possibly living among us,
anxious,
undetected,
ready for trouble. as
very
it were.
serious implications.
And you're sure about it?
Wouldn't you
I
agree?
observe them every day.
The mayor's office
They might be
has,
the most
of
remarkable
course,
creation.
issued a statement denying the validity of the article, saying all is well in Diamond City. The mayor himself insists that the fears raised in the article are unfounded. Good to know, I guess. But between you and me, listeners, I'm gonna keep my eyes open just to be on the safe side.
In the Institute's
Well, never a dull moment here at Diamond City Radio. Handgun safety is an important issue here in Diamond
I like
City.
to think the ability
Here's
to
Big
create
Crosby's
them.
take
Sounds like
on
those
'em with
raiders at
pistol
Libertalia were
packing
quite a
mama.
handful.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
Well, you were right. The Brotherhood sure is here. Guess we'll have to go through them.
And glory.
It's only a matter of time before I find you. Target reacquired. Leave no survivors. Who's there? Yeah, live like that. Target located. Damn it! Not bad, Victoria. Shoot to kill.
No sign of the agitator. We'll have to search the rest of the building. This wasn't really what I planned on doing today.
Going down.
One more tomorrow, courtesy of Rain Star. The smooth sound of Diamond City Radio are brought to you by the following.
Your pulse and
Commonwealth weaponry. It's a big world out there. Protect yourself. Protect your family.
Oh no.
Use the classic phone.
again. I have survived your...
It's clever. I'll give them this.
Radiation dose you absorb.
Nice.
Hostilities is not advised.
Elder...
Take no prisoners!
Your actions could result in injury.
Over here! Over here!
I'm hit!
Victoria.
Victory! Where'd they go? Oh, no, you don't!
Grenade! Unit down! I'm hit!
And that, bless her heart, was Skeeter to him. Travis Lonely Miles, coming to you with another important news story, folks. Seems fighting in the Commonwealth is once again in burns. This time, the settlement of Bunker Hill was apparently targeted by the Institute. Seems like they're no longer content hiding in the shadows, and are out to prove a point. While unconfirmed at this time, the possibility of escaped cities may have been the trigger for this shootout. Things are getting rough out there, folks. Might want to think twice before leaving the safety of Diamond City.
Yes.
Wishing on the moon sounds like a pretty good idea to me right now. It's Bob Crosby, singing Happy Time.
Wait, what was that?
False alarm, I guess.
Standing down.
Been hearing things all day.
No!
I'm warning you. I have strict shoot-to-kill orders. The heck? What was that? Hiding is pointless.
Long live the brother.
Why don't you make this easy for both of us? Can't feel my... Caught you.
Use these logs for relevant data.
That's it.
It is opening.
Got it. Yes.
Thanks to Connie Allen for that trip on Rocket 69. It's a two-seater. Diamond City Radio wouldn't be possible without the help of some wonderful businesses here in town. Commonwealth Weaponry. It's a dangerous world out there. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Billie Holiday's in love, and that makes it easy living for her. Enjoy, folks.
I'm in.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
Let's hope the Brotherhood hasn't beaten us to the agitator. There's the reactor. Not a bad piece of work for its time.
It is a true master of engineering.
Sweet.
Protectron on duty. Move along, citizen.
Nice.
Guess they weren't so good at mitigating radiation back in those days. Levels are almost off the charts. I'll monitor.
Nice. I'm through.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
Enjoyed that last number.
Got it.
It's time for some news. Though, actually, this time it's more addressing some rumors than anything else. I'm sure many of you have heard tales of the Railroad, a group working to free synths who are trying to escape the Institute. While it's impossible to say for sure, they may actually be out there. If so, makes sense that they're keeping a low profile. It's a dangerous idea and is met by some very mixed reactions around the Commonwealth. I guess if you are out there, good luck not getting caught.
Travis Lonely Miles here, bringing you Louis Jordan with Keep a Knockin', which is what you've just got to do until the damn door opens.
That's it. Sweet.
Allie, looks pretty dangerous in there. You have any sort of radiation protection on you?
Hey.
Trade is good.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
Anything we're looking for? Vegetative. It should be in a port at the top of the reactor. Must be an insecurity.
Security alert in the reactor chamber. Emergency lockdown initiated.
Intruder, identify yourself.
at you almost live from Diamond City. I'm your host, Travis Lonely Miles. And this is Diamond City.
I suppose we should expect
At a foundation.
vigorous exercise.
Don't know when they're beaten, do they?
Indeed, they are vexingly tenacious.
I'll help the synths buy some time. Make sure you get back to the Institute with the agitator.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
It's really exciting having you here. I can't
Dr.
wait to see
Fillmore?
what you can
I think that was enough excitement for, well, ever. Thank you, really. I'll make sure the agitator. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved.
Mm-hmm.